The cake is a lie, but PyBlock is not, that's for sure. So, let's see, where did we left off? We are going to work on this sand, that's for sure. A new improved sand recipe, sand 2.0. Or something like that, I guess. In order to accomplish that, we are gonna need a couple of more soil extractors. And in order to accomplish that, we're gonna need a fair amount of iron. Which actually might bring us to another problem that we are currently facing. Which is the problem of tar not being used at full speed. And this, well, there's a couple of related issues here actually. Because we have an overflow of tar. And we have a bit of, we don't have very much steel. So the reason for this is that we basically have like too much, well, yeah, we have too much tar because we are not producing enough copper and iron to use up all the tar. Or enough of anything, basically. So, but we do have plenty of syngas. And actually now that I think or hope or believe that the new the new energy production is up and running and working, I'm gonna turn this off and see what happens. And by turning that off, that also means that we can change that one to go to the right side. And hopefully this should give us some more. It's funny, it wasn't that long ago that we had lack of tar and now we suddenly have too much of it. Maybe we should reduce ourselves to just having one inserter here instead, because we do need a fair amount of coal to go up to the processing. We do have some steam, so that's good. But what's surprising here is that okay, let's see. Yeah, we are still producing stuff. Right, these things don't have any water, that's right. So we can get rid of these. I think, I hope. That's what we're gonna do anyway. We can get rid of this. And then we can maybe try to move this to our new production area. So we need to give this some water, that's for sure. So let's just do that. Let's plug it in because we need the steam, and might be good to have a small backup. Or actually no, I'm gonna get rid of some of these because I really think that the new production of power is superior in every way, kind of. So let's just produce some steam here. And let's get rid of this failed hydrogen experiment pipe. Because that did not work to have here. We have moved that to be somewhere else. Which is nice. My god, we are cleaning things up. We're actually refactoring a bit. Cool! That didn't solve our problem of having too much tar though. That's for sure. Look at that. So nice and so clean. For now at least. Until we build another mess. Because in Factorio there's always one thing that's for certain. And it's that there is always a new mess to be built. Besides the usual, like, there's always something missing. Although when it comes to PyBlock, I'm inclined to say that there's not always something missing. The rule here seems to be that there's always something you have too much of. Right, we have moved the... We did get rid of a composter here, which definitely affected our production of carbon dioxide. But I think or hope that it will be okay soon enough. That we will have some coke on this belt again. And besides, the thing missing here is really the molten glass and not anything else. So there's that. So maybe I think maybe we want to... Oh, but the problem is that we can't really just disable our tar. Oh, right. Now, speaking of tar, I just realized one thing we definitely can do, and that is to plug this machine in again, which produces tin and aluminium ore. Okay, great. Not great. This is very unstable power. This is ridiculously unstable power. What appears to be the problem? Yeah, we don't have enough. Oh. That is actually the problem. We need another compost plant, I think. Because this one is... Having just one is not fast enough. Besides, I don't want to burn coke here. Because as you can see here, we are having a bit of a biomass shortage. And that basically affects our entire factory. So, why is it that you have to deal with stuff that you never planned to deal with? Maybe that's also one thing that's for sure when it comes to Factorio. But I think that having a compost plant is quite expensive. So we do need a bit more iron and we need chromium. Apparently we have managed to get chromium once, so we should be able to do it again. Don't ask me exactly how. Oh, this is lots of iron just waiting to be used here. Didn't I have some... Yes, coal dust, thank you. Use that. Nice, iron. And our factory is... I was about to say dead, but it's really unstable. Because of the problematic production of power. So since I mean, this is what happens when you refactor power or when you do anything with power, essentially. So we're still okay. The tar seems to be going a bit better now. But a problem is that these inserters are very, very extremely slow. Oh, damn, this is unstable. Chromium. How do I get chromium? Chromium ore. Oh, lead and chromium ore. That's this one, isn't it? It is. So let's exchange some of the lead here for chromium and essentially. Now, how are we doing with the coal and stuff? Seems to have gathered a bit of coal here, so let's steal that for now. Guess we need to get some chromium. How much was it? Was it 50? 30, okay. That's good. So we need a bunch of wrought iron gear wheels. 50 of them to be exact. Wrong button. 30, 40, 50. Great. And we have 21. Okay, so we need a bit more of that. So remember the days when we didn't have copper? Now we have too much of it. Essentially. This was not a fast process, that's for sure. So we just need 4 more. $28, 29, 30. Compost. Compressor? Whatever, okay. Steam-powered compost plant. A little bit more iron. Which is... oh, research completed, thank you. There we go. Steam-powered compost plant. Now the next research is quite quick, I believe. Let's take a look at what this unlocked for us. Duralumin, okay, that's something we're gonna need. And aluminum plates. Oh, a different recipe for it. Okay. Right. So we're gonna need it, but I'm not sure if we need it now, and besides we have other things to think about right now, I think. The tar is still full. Kinda don't really like that. Because this is actually preventing us from getting more burnable fuels. So that's very not good at all, actually. I think we should prioritize this to the left. There we go. Now let's see if we can expand and make room for another composter. There we go. Steam powered, which means that... okay, good, we can connect the pipe right through it. Great! And then we should be able to output it on top, like here. Very, very, very slow right now. Very, 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 very ridiculously slow. That's That's better. I think this should fix our power problems. At least until we run out of bones and skin. Yeah, this is much better. Much better. Great, now we can go back to the thing we wanted to deal with, which is the improved sand recipe. So this gives us soil, and I believe it's 20 soil, so for now I think I will just go with having one of these. We still haven't scaled this up, but right now we don't really need to do that because we have too much tar, so that's not a problem anymore, or for now at least. These need some electricity, not fuel. And there we go, now we're producing soil. And yeah, so this is 12 soil in 2 seconds, that's 6 soil per second. And this is requires 20 soil over 3 seconds, so that's a little bit more than 1.5. And considering the crafting speeds, okay, this has a slightly faster crafting speed actually. And this has a crafting speed of 0.5, so I think it kind of evens out. So it should be sort of enough to have one soil extractor per solid separator. Now the problem is that we need to deal with all this stuff as well, of course. Coarse fraction, limestone and biomass. Biomass we have a excellent use case for down here. We will basically replace this. We don't need to compost things if we have real biomass for free, or for like as a side product. Or honestly, I don't know which one of these is my main product right now. I'm thinking it's kind of like both the sand and the biomass at this point. The coarse fraction, I believe we can... Should we make a belt over here to this? Yeah, I think we'll just have to do that. Like so. We're definitely gonna need quite a bit of amount of belts here. Iron plate and small parts. I should automate this up there where I have where I am producing the small parts anyway. But I'm not nearby for now, so okay, so coarse fraction, I believe. There it is. On the left side, perfect. And we're gonna need a bunch of inserters here because there's a lot of different products and a lot of each product. Like that. So then we need to have this, and here we want the biomass essentially. To the left, perfect. So then we have two products separated. The other ones is sand and limestone. And limestone I'm honestly not sure what to do with over here. So we'll just do what we always do. You guessed it, put it in a chest. Luckily we are not getting that much of it, so I think this should be okay. And now for the sand. The sand have one very useful use case, which happens to be quartz ore. And to make quartz ore we need a screener. And making screeners seems to be quite expensive actually. Okay, we don't need to make the better screener, we can make one of these old style screeners, because apparently they do run on electricity still. So that's good. That's good. Copy this. Things is a mess. So we want it to go on that. Oh my god, this is a mess. I'm really should work on getting to green science so that we can fix our messes, because this is starting to be too much of a mess even for me. Because now we need this to go up here, so it's just belts everywhere. Either way, this should work actually. Now the question is, maybe we can actually have... So here we have 25 at the moment, 19, 15, 28. I'm kinda curious if this belt is backing up or not, or if we should... yeah, well, why not? It's better to have one factory too much than one too little, right? As long as we have power. Famous last words. So we're building another screener over here. And that screener obviously needs a couple of inserters. And inserters obviously need some power. And we don't need two inserters, that's for sure. So this should be good. Besides the fact that it looks a bit crappy right now, so we're gonna just reorganize and put the inserters up there. Great, now it can definitely deal with the flow. Except these. We need more of these. There we go. That's better. We still have too much tar. Yeah, exactly. I saw that. I saw something blinking. What? The hydrogen? Ah, boy. We're gonna need another electrolyzer probably. Which we can't really afford to make right now. And yeah, this is because we are lacking some fuel, aren't we? So if we just put some of this in here, sand is not burnable biomass. Oh shit. This requires 4 seconds. That's a crafting speed of 1. This requires 3 seconds, also have a crafting speed of 1. We need another electrolyzer, basically. Damn it. Steel and aluminum. Yeah, shit. Ooh. Well, the good news is that our crusher is at 36. 36%. That's good. I'm getting rid of this. Right, here we have some aluminum. And then we also needed steel. And I'm not sure we have enough steel up here. 15. Electrolyzer. So we need, okay, we need another 4 aluminum. Oh my god. This is a bit embarrassing, frankly, to have a power chaos failure, complete utter failure right now, actually. But I'm gonna try to fix this as soon as possible. Hopefully you just think this is funny. Funny for you, not that funny for me. $30, perfect. This is a fairly expensive recipe, I have to say that. My god. This is not quite what was planned. But then again, this is PyBlock and it feels like nothing is really planned here. And that's because it basically isn't. So we are still having to deal with the power issues. The problem is that we basically don't have like just one way to make what we need for power, because whatever we are producing more or less gives side products. And if we're full on side products, we can't make anything. Like the problem we are having at the moment, that now we are not producing any coal dust because we are full on tar. So that results in our entire factory basically shutting down. And that's not good, frankly. That's very much not good. Come on. Just a little bit more. There we go. Then that's kicking in, which should give us... What? Did it disappear that quickly? Okay, let's do this again. That's full. That's full. Now we have power for a short moment. Now we have some more power. Now we have no power. And now the problem is that this doesn't have any power, which means that we're not getting any steam. We don't need steam. Or rather, we should not need steam, because the sand that, or the biomass that we need should come from up here at this point. Maybe we need another one of these. I mean, this is really not stable. This is very much, very, very, very unstable, as a matter of fact. Can we make any of these fluid holders, containers? 65k, that's quite a bit. 80k, that's also quite a bit. So let's go get some iron, or wait, don't we have... Yes, we do. This one. Thank you. Let's get some lead, I guess. I basically want to try and fix our issues by storing the liquid that we are producing. And I'm very much hoping that this should work. Maybe we can just disable the tar production from over there. Right, what was I doing? Lead. Lead the way. We're having some problems with... What? Fish is considered fuel. But apparently not this type of fuel. Okay. Interesting. Did not know that. So it seems like we have a bit of power at the moment, but I have a feeling it can die out at any second. Alright. Oh, we have too much coal gas as well. Too much of everything, absolutely everything. Oh boy. It goes up against some of my principles, but I'm very tempted at just flushing this. But no, I will not do that. Instead, I will turn off the production from this side. Although that doesn't help us solve our fluid problems, or rather our... Because we do, or do we? No, this is... So, wait a minute. This is connected to the main power grid. And this too. So the reason why we wanted fuel here was to boil and create the create this biomass. But at this moment we don't need this biomass because we are producing that biomass. So that means that we don't need the fuel over here. So hopefully, maybe this will solve the problem at the moment, even though these machines will basically stop eventually, because we have too much tar. But at least our other things should hopefully be running for a while, until they die again. Right, what were we doing? We needed lead. Yes, I think I wanted to make another one of those. The powerhouses or something. No, the fluid container. It's the fluid container and we just need a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, let's build this. And now we seem to be running out of stone bricks. That's interesting. Thank you very much. What is missing? That's actually one thing that I know that I haven't automated completely. So we just have to grab some from this chest. Some, 800. And we will place them down. It's a bit hard to orientate myself here sometimes. This machine needs them. And speaking of stone bricks, let's improve our move speed a bit. Now the problem is of course that this is just like a 1x1 area, which is not really helpful. And unfortunately I haven't really reserved any walking space. But at least this should help us get around slightly faster. So, our fluid container, where are you? There it is. I'm gonna regret this, but let's put you over here. Now the question is if we are producing enough of this combustion mixture, or if we're just consuming it as too fast. So that might mean that we might want to build another one of these powerhouses. But that requires lead and steel, and we have, well, right, we do have an extra here. How should I get... Once again, it's not beautiful, but it's gonna work. It's absolutely horrible, to be honest. But again, it's gonna work. And that's actually all I really care about for now. Please tell me that you're... Yes, you are long enough. That's great. And... Right, okay, so now we just need to connect the pipes. Not even the dots, the pipes. Ah, damn it. There we go, and this means that we can maybe move our cooling tower a bit over here. And since this has multiple fluid inputs, we have to use an underground pipe here. Great. How about now? Too much hydrogen? Not enough biomass? I do see this moving very, very slowly though. Oh, come on! Okay, let's help you out. What is with this thing? Maybe it's this electrolyzer that is the problem. Maybe this is just not a good way of but it's not our main consumer. But we do really need to find... So should we go back to the syngas? Maybe syngas together with biomass? Let's see, what other fluids can you use? Bio-oil, coal gas, lard, which I don't even know what it is. Some kind of weird oil. Syngas, we've used that before, it worked quite okay. Aromatics, that's something that I want to build actually anyway. That might be an interesting thing to check out. Assuming that we can actually build enough of it. But I really thought that hydrogen would be a good bet, but it seems like it's not. So, okay. This is an absolute disaster. Because essentially... we might be using more power to produce things than we actually produce. So this is utter chaos. Goodness gracious. Oh, dear lord. Why are these lacking? Not. Oh, right, because I moved a power bowl over here. Right, this was fun. Would it be feasible to get us some syngas over here, or some coal gas? I mean, this is an absolute mess. It is a mess, truly a complete and utter mess, but we do have a pipe over here. So we just need to move it over there. Seems like we need to pick up some more iron. Let's hope that there is a little bit there. There was keyword a little bit. Not nearly enough. We're gonna need to visit our favorite iron chest. Oh, 82% on the crusher, that's good news. This is not the chest, this is the chest. 140, that's better. This is a complete and utter power failure, really. So if we move it like maybe over like this should be good. There we go, and then let's get rid of these things. And let's change recipe. And let's empty out that fluid, and let's plug this fluid in. And now the problem is that we don't have any... Okay, we have some biomass here. Let's hope this is enough to kickstart everything. Please give me more biomass. Right, this is steam powered, so if I just plug something in here, then it should maybe help. That's... no, 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 just no, no, not that. This is quite a bit of a puzzle, I have to say. I'm very puzzled as to which is the best power source and things like that. Okay, now we have some biomass incoming. Are we gonna get more? Yes, we are. Will this be enough? I honestly do not know. How up? It's much better, much better. How about we find out, and how about we help kickstart the process a bit? I think we had some more over there somewhere, but apparently not. Okay, there is some more incoming right now. It's a good thing at least that they are taking out the biomass first. But oh boy. And now how much does this give us? No, it's not enough. It's problematic, that's what it is. How are we doing over here with wood production and all of that? At least we have some wood, we can use that to kickstart things. We have too much coal gas again, and we don't have any power. If there's any moment I'm tempted at just restarting this whole thing, it's now. Oh dear lord. Okay. Uh, we don't need... We need power, but this is... Okay, let's see. Let's put out this again. No, it seems like I already have enough steam engines, more than enough. So let's just see if we... Oh, that's not a lot. I'm basically just trying to kickstart everything and hoping that this will work. I really don't know, because it seems like all my math skills have completely went out the window. And now of course we might have a problem that the inserters don't have enough power, so they can't pick things up in time, but hopefully that should be okay at some point. So, coal gas. How about we just get rid of you again? Feels like we have done this before and now we're doing it again. Because you are blocking us way too much. The important part about the coal gas is that it goes back to syngas. Oh wait, I have an overflow valve, don't I? Yes, I do. That's perfect. That's exactly what I need right now. So if you have too much. Then you can vent it out. That should be good. Okay. Has this fixed our problems? That's a very good question. I might want to develop this path a bit more. Let's just get this started a little bit. Damn, that's slow. How are we doing over here with the biomass production? Kinda seems to be doing okay. No, this is not okay. This is very much not okay. What is wrong with you? One, two. Ugh. Okay, deep breaths. We have plenty of resources, but something is blocking everything. And I can't quite seem to figure out what or why. Or anything, really. Ah, just drop it already. There you go. It's gonna produce that. I think I want to have room for another inserter here. 2 inserters are often better than 1. No, but there isn't enough biomass. It's not enough biomass. Because we don't have any fuel for this, because we have too much tar, because... Well, I know why this one is full. That's because we have kind of blocked this from going elsewhere. Things were looking so great for a while, and then something just happened which just blocked everything, it seems. And we're blocked. Well, honestly, I can't seem to figure this out in this episode, so I'm just gonna leave it at this and try to think of a solution. So, yeah, a good point is that at least we know what to do in the next episode. See you then.